Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is a recording of the Chapter 1, Section B of Real Statistics, a Radical Approach. Islam brought a revolution to the world, changing the darkness and ignorance which was surrounding the globe to the light of Islam. This has been described by a classic textbook called What the World Lost Due to the Decline of Islam, which has been translated into 18 languages. The message of the Quran transformed the backward and ignorant Bedouins into leaders of the world and launched a civilization which enlightened the world with knowledge for 1,000 years. So it's natural to ask, what was it in the message that was revolutionary? And also, does this message have the same revolutionary power today? Today we are trained into believing that the answer is no. In fact, our university education teaches us that the entire world was in darkness and ignorance until the sun of reason rose in Europe around the 16th century. The story we are taught is that using the light of reason, Europeans made tremendous advances in all fields of human knowledge and action and exceeded every other civilization on this planet by far. After acquiring this knowledge, the Europeans conquered the globe to bring the benefits of their advanced civilization to the barbarians and savages living in the rest of the world. So today, the knowledge created by the European civilization is the supreme achievement of the human race. And in order to develop, we all must acquire this knowledge. This narrative conflicts with the message of Islam, and we need to understand the answers to the following 4 questions. What was it that revolutionized the lives of the Muslims? And what were the causes of the decline of Islam? What were the causes of the rise of the West? And today, all over the world, the Islamic civilization is again in darkness and ignorance. So what is the remedy for these problems today? Today, Muslims believe that whatever the message was, it has been absorbed into modern knowledge and no longer revolutionary. And we fell behind the West because they advanced in front of us in knowledge. And it was this knowledge that gave them the power to conquer the globe. And today, the only solution to our problems is to learn these lessons from the West and to acquire Western knowledge produced over the past few centuries. In conflict with this, in this course, we will argue that the Islamic teachings are just as revolutionary today as they were 14 centuries ago. But it seems that this can't be true because we already know Islam, and if it had revolutionary teachings, then we would not be ignorant and backwards. So the solution to this was given in a prophecy that Islam came as a stranger and will become a stranger. Today, Muslims are in compound ignorance. We do not know the teachings of Islam, but we think we know them. And since we think we know them, then we see that what we know does not have a solution to the modern problems. So we say that, okay, Islam doesn't have the solution, instead of thinking that we didn't understand the message of the Quran, and therefore we cannot figure out the solution to our problems today. So this raises another question. Why do we fail to recognize the revolutionary teachings of Islam? And that's because our eyes are dazzled by the brilliance of Western knowledge. And this is not the first time which happened. The Arabs, when they encountered Greek philosophy, they were also dazzled. And the Mu'tazila argued that the Greek philosophy was just as reliable as the Quran. And this became the official doctrine of the Islamic State. The Khalifas imposed it. But Allah Ta'ala protected His religion, and this Mu'tazila philosophy was rejected. And later it turned out that all central ideas of Greek philosophy were proven wrong. Similarly, today we are accepting Western economics and political science and philosophy and other forms of the social sciences as scientific knowledge which must be learned. But in fact, all of these ideas are going to be proven wrong in the future. What do we need to do? We need to look at the apparently brilliant Western knowledge and look at the foundations which are rotten. then we have to rebuild the stock of human knowledge on sound moral foundations provided by the Islamic theories of knowledge. And this has been detailed in the Ghazali project. And this course in statistics is a demonstration of this project. We will take the rotten foundations of modern statistics, which are basically built on racism, and rebuild the discipline on new foundations taken from Islamic theories of knowledge.